Welcome to the Corn Corner.
I'm Wicked Wren, and I dislike waiting for paint to dry.
I'm Cam Damage, and it's my dream to be on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
What is Tiger Beat magazine?
We'll talk
It's
about
not
it.
important. Today we're talking about celebrity crushes.
That's how it ties into Tiger Beat magazine.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
On the Corn Corner. Say
on the Corn Corner. Intro thing.
Hello, folks. Corn dogs of the world. The topic is celebrity crushes. You can find these in movies. You can find these in TV, in magazine, in print.
You can
They're all
find
over.
them, like, if depending on what your definition is, at your local Trader Joe's.
Have you fallen in love with a Trader Joe's celebrity?
No, but you know how, like, when you go there, the, like, checkout people they're, like, a little bit personality.
Yeah.
They're more personality than one, like...
Then you need.
Yeah, than, like, a Fred's or, like,
I saw
whatever.
a funny Fred's. Fred Meyers.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think people call that Fred's, though.
Okay. Well, we're on a first name basis.
No, you don't know Fred. Do you know Mr. Meyer?
Yeah.
That's what I call him because I respect him.
Unrelated to Oscar Mayer.
There
Anyway.
was a meme about Trader Joe's, and it said something like, going to Trader Joe's, you'll get a dozen eggs for 4 cents, but have to get in an hour-long conversation. But then you can go to, like, Ralph's and pay $4, but you just get in and out. Someone, I forget who said it.
Yeah.
But someone did. Anyway, so your first celebrity crush at an early age was who?
Now I have to think about it.
Which one of the Batmans?
Oh, well, Michael Keaton is my only Batman.
That's who you fell in love with.
Michael Keaton is number one Batman. That wasn't my first celebrity crush, though.
Did you like boy bands?
Yeah, like a very brief stint of interest there. I got NSYNC No Strings Attached at that age.
Have you listened to that album since?
No, but I'm sure they're still bangers.
It is banger after banger.
Yeah. What was the one? There was one that was literally about like cybering or something or
What's cybering?
cyber sex.
What? Oh, I understand.
Hold
yeah,
on.
I listened to that. You want me to tell the listeners to hold on?
Yeah, tell them real quick.
Okay. I listened to that album the other day, and it's actually really fucking good. And my friend Brooks.
Digital Get Down. Yeah.
Oh!
Digital Get Down. Just you and me.
Can we do a review of that?
That album? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
That album is fucking good.
And the music videos that came with it were
Yeah.
like insanely good.
I remember the Bye 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 tour when they were marionette puppets.
Yes, yeah.
And I was like,
that was a really big
holy
deal.
shit.
And was I forget. There were some other crazy ass fucking music videos on this one though. Anyway,
I've always really loved NSYNC. They were like my favorite.
they
growing
were
up.
my like of the boy bands.
Did you have a crush on any of them?
I don't think so really. It wasn't like that. I like thought that they were just like cool. Like the music videos they looked so cool in, and I think like maybe Justin Timberlake would have been the standout one, but it wasn't like that. I will say my first like music video crush was Anthony Kiedis. In the Under Bridge music video, there's a slow-mo running shots of him, and he has like long hair blowing in the wind, and his pecs are like and I remember being a kid and seeing it and being like, wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a music video standout for me.
Anthony Kiedis is pretty cool. I mean, they're all pretty cool. Is he not good? Is he a bad person?
I think that Red Hot Chili Peppers suck now.
Okay, but listen, let's zoom out. We talk about this on every podcast, how things have entered the meme culture.
Yeah.
And Red Hot Chili Peppers very much have.
Yeah.
Okay? They've transcended music.
But it's not like fun. Like it's like because they're idiots. Like, have you seen the meme? Of course, that's like every Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
Yeah,
be like, and it's
California.
like, well, it's like California, but it's like, I love a girl, ding a ling yang yodel. Like,
I know, but like, I know. And I'm not disagreeing with you that it's a little bit goofy at times. And I'm also not saying that I'm a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan or I listen to it very much.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like,
You're not a pepperhead.
I'm not. I'm
I wish
not.
I could claim that as my own joke. I have to admit it is not. Have I shown you that thing that's, fuck, I can't remember their names, but Tim Heidecker is one of the people on it, I'm pretty sure. But it's like they make a fake Red Hot Chili Peppers song like live on the air. It's like abracadabra.
podcast?
Yeah, I forget what it's
Office
on.
Hours?
No. It had to do with Comedy Bang Bang. I think it was, and Zach Galifianakis was a part of it.
God, that's funny.
But it's like abracadabra, California, something, whatever.
I mean, it's kind of cool though. Like, I mean, Flea, pretty neat person.
Oh, Flea's sick, honestly.
And then also like Chet Smith, their drummer.
Yeah.
He did a Modern Drummer Festival where everyone goes and plays these crazy like solo things.
Yeah.
And he played like just like 4/4 rock beat A for
And I do like
3 minutes.
What is it? John Frusk. I can't pronounce it. Frusk. I don't know. Look it up. The other guy
They're so
does
unique.
some solo shit that's really good, actually, that I'm super into. Really, it's just that I don't like Anthony Kiedis anymore, is what it boils down to.
I like that. I like him from like a top down perspective.
What does that mean?
It means that like if you view him top down,
Well, you would, because he's quite short.
then you would be like, this is cool. It's the same thing of like you look at other things and you're like, wow, like the idea of like you don't like creme brulee. You like the idea of it, but you don't like eating it.
I do. Are you
I've
just
never
saying
seen you eat
hypothetically?
it.
When would the occasion have come up?
I've seen you talk about it.
Incessantly.
Yes. But anytime we go to a restaurant and they come,
Every time I
Would
take
you
you
like-
out to dinner.
would you like dessert? You always say, is there creme brulee? And then the man says, yes. Then you say,
I'll have a panna cotta,
exactly.
which is just creme brulee without the brulee, essentially. Anyway,
Well, that's the issue is that you don't want the brulee.
what was
But you like the idea of it.
one of your first crushes? And since we're gonna do this like by categories in the music vein, what was your first music
I
celebrity
would
crush?
say Britney Spears, like the Baby One More Time album cover. I remember seeing that as a kid and being like,
It was like little red button up, and she was like on her knees, but
Yeah.
they're splayed out in a weird
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
I remember being like,
Wow.
wild. Yeah, that was wild. And then also, I don't know, I liked one of the Backstreet Boy guys. I thought AJ was cool.
Yeah.
Nick, I thought was cool. I thought the Backstreet Boys were neat.
Yeah. I liked Backstreet's Back was fucking awesome.
What's that one that is like kind of like a Dracula house and
It's
they're like
Backstreet's Back, yeah.
that video
When
is
they're all like,
sick.
and that song was really, really good.
Yeah.
And so is the video.
We should be watching these.
Right now,
No.
we'll just like react. We'll do
Eventually.
like live reacts to.
Um
Anyway, I don't know if I had. I'm trying to think of girls back then that it was like, wow.
Did you listen to Bewitched?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. I have a song like "Say You Will."
Yeah,
say you
yeah.
Won't.
We
Yeah,
should
I
get
got it
them
in
on
my
the
head right
pod.
now. That would be which
Can't be hard.
the Asterix bands.
Yeah. We should try to find them.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of my other music ones. Brandon Boyd, the lead singer of Incubus, was a really big one.
That was a huge one.
Yeah,
Huge for me.
because also there's the huge. I've talked about this on another episode. I swear.
Creme brulee.
Pseudo rumor that he loves it actually, that he was bi. So like that was a big thing.
I
of
don't think
being
we
like,
talked about it on the pod,
Oh,
honestly.
okay. Well, there was growing
Okay.
up, everyone was like, Brandon Boyd's bi. Like, and it was like looking at him, you're like, yeah, of course
Yeah.
he is. Yeah. But that was a big deal to me.
There was this thing where Gwen Stefani was like introducing him and she said Brandon Boyd and then the whole crowd was like, "Woo."
Yeah.
And I remember that in my head, like her saying Brandon Boyd, and then he came out like saying something, no doubt.
He's so hot.
I know he's so hot. Incubus, do you like Incubus?
I used to love Incubus.
Yeah, me too. But honestly, now Incubus is not like a Chili Pepper type situation.
No.
I think it still stands up.
Yeah. They aged appropriately. I did
Yeah.
like them back in the day. Fungus Among Us was like my favorite fucking CD ever when I was a kid.
I don't know what that has on it.
It's like their first one that's like really like funky rock.
Yeah.
And
used-
like weird.
I used to love their drummer. It was like Jose
Yeah.
something.
It is.
Gonzalez
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. He's really good.
God, he's so good. What other music ones? Because once we close out music, we're not allowed to go back.
We can't
to
go
it.
back. Obviously, Trent Reznor. But then there were others in Nine Inch Nails. I sent you a picture of one recently, which was Danny Lohner.
Yeah.
in that outfit that he's wearing the same exact boots I have. And
Yeah.
I was like, new gender goals just dropped.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And he was a big takeaway from early Nine Inch Nails also.
Trent has changed throughout the years.
Yeah.
What have some standouts of him been for you?
Like his best looks.
Yeah.
Definitely like the broken and downward spiral era. Yeah.
What characterized those looks?
That was just like grungy, depressy, whatever.
That was like that photo of him covered in mud.
Yeah,
That's
that
time.
era. Yeah. Because it's hard if you go with Pretty Hate Machine, which is their first album.
What was he like in that one?
Well, he had kind of tiny little white boy dreads. We don't like to address it.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, but he was
didn't
very
know.
cute. But, whatever.
When is his birthday?
It's in like April, I think. March or April. I
Okay.
forget. Anyway, who was hot during that Pretty Hate Machine era is Richard Patrick, who I've sent you pictures of them performing at Lollapalooza, and he's shirtless with tape over his nipples and has those baggy shorts, and he's bald.
Amazing.
Yeah. Big ups to Richard Patrick.
Big ups. You want to be on the pod? You can.
He follows me on Instagram. What's up?
What's up? Come on out.
I'm going to post this clip and at him.
Do it.
I will.
So moving away from music, I think we've exhausted that.
Yeah, sure.
So you watch TV as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Were there any TV crushes you had?
We're keeping it younger specific, like back in the day more so.
Yeah. We're starting chronologically.
And then we'll come up to now.
Yes.
Because there's a whole, yeah. I thought Sean Hunter on Boy Meets World was extremely hot.
he was the older with the hair?
He was like Corey's best friend
Yeah.
who always wore flannels and he had longish hair.
Who was the one? Is that the flannel like kind of here to very straight to here hair? Was that Sean?
Yes. I
Was
mean,
there an older brother?
yeah, he had an older brother too. So
think
like
that's what I'm thinking of.
I think that's who you're thinking of. They all kind of wore flannel. It was the 90s. So like,
Yeah.
whatever. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Did you think Topanga was hot?
Yeah. I mean, she was like super cute.
It's very cute.
Most everyone on that show is pretty cute, minus the main character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, though.
yeah. JTT.
Big one.
That was like one of the standouts.
Yeah, because he was like in everything when we were kids.
Yeah, it was.
He was Simba's voice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then
Who played the dad? The voice actor.
I know. I don't actually remember. I can't remember because Jeremy Irons is Scar.
Who is that? What is he in?
Jeremy Irons?
Yeah.
Like Lolita, Man in the Iron Mask, the new Watchmen show, Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3, Die Hard 3. Yeah.
Johnson Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Whom else?
Now I have to think. Actually, honestly, Michael Keaton because of Multiplicity. That was a big one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Did you Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh yeah, of course. Who wouldn't? Who amongst us? That movie, Romeo and Juliet, was just like crush after crush with like John Leguizamo and his friend. I forget the actor's name that plays Mercutio, who is also in Lost.
Which one in Lost is that?
He's Michael. He's Walt's dad. Walt is the kid with the dog. Yeah. He was in that. Claire Danes is awesome in Romeo and Juliet.
There's a lot of names.
There's a shit ton of famous people in that movie.
So moving into the teenage years, you're watching TV, you're enjoying it. What are some other crushes?
We're just naming names. Like we're not even discussing anything.
I'm trying to get all the names out.
That's never gonna happen.
Then we'll circle back
Okay.
and we'll talk about these. Did you watch Lord of the Rings?
No.
Was there?
I'm not really that into Lord of the Rings. I mean, I've seen them, but there's no takeaways from that for me.
Next question.
Well, Viggo Mortensen, but that's not the movie that would have, or movies that would have done it for me.
Okay. Did you see The Hobbit?
Yeah.
Similar to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And if you like Lord of the Rings, you'll generally like The Hobbit.
Sure.
So
if
can
you
look
if
into
you
it.
want a tiny novella to be turned into 3 full-length movies. Anyway.
Hey, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying you like cinema. I thought Catwoman very attractive.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, like, we talk about this a lot. But then the Robin guy, also, I was like, wow, you're really hot.
Oh, yeah. In the Batman and Robin movies.
Yeah.
It's like Chris something. I forget his name every time. Sorry, dude. Fucking shit. I was going to say something when you said Catwoman. Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer, which made me think of Harrison Ford, who was a huge one for me because of Indiana Jones when I was little.
Now, was it the idea of Indiana Jones or was it him?
It was him and like the presentation, because it was always like his little button shirt was open and it was like hot and he was like dirty a lot of the time and he was capable both mentally and physically.
Yeah, a smart man.
Yeah, so that was great.
In Fight Club, who did you think was like
The hottest one?
Yeah.
The mechanic.
Who we gotta dive in.
He's the same actor. His name's like Holt something. Plays Tench in the Mindhunter Netflix show that I really liked, but got canceled sadly. Which is also by David Fincher, and David Fincher did Fight Club.
Okay.
But he's just like the driver kind of, and is like just a big looming guy in the back of a lot of shots.
Wow.
But he has a lot of lines. But then obviously, if we're choosing between Edward Norton and Brad Pitt, it's going to be Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Edward Norton's kind of intriguing in that though.
Yeah, I would say that's one of his hotter movies.
Yeah.
He's not one that I'm like going for.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
What do you think the best Brad Pitt movie is?
Hotness wise?
Yeah.
Either it's a tie between Interview with a Vampire or Legends of the Falls. Legends of the Fall.
Who do you think is the most overrated celebrity crush?
I'm like Timothy Chalamet.
Wild.
Because no, that's not.
He's so hot.
I don't think. Well,
Timothy Chalamet is a 10 out of 10.
this is a whole. I'm glad we're talking about this because I forget who I talked about this with recently. I aesthetically really like Timothy Chalamet. I like many of the roles I've seen him in. Like I loved Dune. I want to see that Bones and All movie that's coming out soon. I think in French Dispatch, he was pretty fun, like whatever. But he's not someone that I'm not attracted to him like that.
Yeah.
He makes me feel more secure as a trans mask person.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because I'm like, look at this wheedly little fuck. People think
Yeah.
he's so hot. Like,
Well, because he is.
well, you know.
That's so funny. Wow.
I also have like, this is a childhood crush, Christian Bale in the movie Little Women.
Okay.
Which I've talked to you about before for sure, was a big movie for me and my siblings growing up. Because there's 4 sisters in it, not to misgender myself. At the time, we were pretending that we were.
I understand. You put on that charade for a while.
Yeah, it was a lifetime of it.
You'll always go for the bit.
Anyway, anything for the bit.
Anything for a bit.
Christian Bale played a major role in that movie, and then Greta Gerwig redid that movie, like whatever, adapted that movie fairly recently, and Timothy Chalamet played the same character as Christian Bale did, and like I was like, that is not Teddy. Like, excuse me.
Yeah, you seem like a person that likes the character in the movie versus just a person. You know what I mean?
Yes, but also, I would argue that's how most people's celebrity crushes work, because you don't know shit about a celebrity as a person, really.
Yeah.
So like you would latch onto them in a specific role, and that's where your like crush forms. Like I have a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I don't have a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio in like Django, or like obviously, or like a Great Gatsby or something. Like I don't find him that attractive in Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
But or like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
It's a terrible movie, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw that movie, I liked it, but then I like saw it again. I was like, oh, this is not good.
I could not get through it. Like I didn't finish that movie.
I think what I liked about that movie was like, it was just like done well. I think like the subject, I hate everything going on in it.
Yeah. That's
But-
the point, though.
Yeah. But I thought that the movie was just like done so fucking well. I thought the story was told really well.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. Also liked all the shots, like all those like little like ballroom type shots. Were
Yeah.
fucking incredible.
I just had a hard time with the whole point of the movie was the misogyny, but
Yeah.
it was too painful.
Yeah, I feel you.
I was just like, oh God, like these people suck.
Yeah. See, I have issues with like having a crush on a character in a movie because it's too far out of like reality to me, I guess. I don't know. Like, I had like a crush on Zooey Deschanel for a while. But it was difficult for me to have a crush on her in like 50 Days of Summer or whatever.
500 Days of Summer. Yeah.
It's a quicker version of the movie.
It could have been 50 Days, had the same ending.
It was like more like just like her, like, but like her in that movie was great. And then like, I don't know, New Girl was like, that kind of killed my like crush on her, I
Yeah.
guess. Because I
You're
don't
like,
know.
God, you're incompetent.
Yeah.
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 God. Yeah. Yeah.
So that made it kind of difficult for me. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, so hot. I had a crush on him.
I had a crush on him when he was on Third Rock from the Sun,
Okay.
which is a sitcom that you probably don't know about.
I heard about it.
Okay. But then I saw him in 10 Things I Hate About You, and Heath Ledger was in it. So it was like, fuck everyone else.
I know.
Like, it is all about this guy.
I know.
I think that was the first time a lot of us saw him.
Yeah.
So that was an exciting one.
Did you get the Aubrey Plaza hit?
No, not really. I do like Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm not like, oh my God, she's so hot or anything.
Yeah, I feel like that was like a big like little blip on a lot of people's radars where she's like April, you know, everyone
yeah,
like fell in
yeah.
love with April.
She is on the new season of White Lotus, and she's awesome on
Is
it.
she?
It's really good.
So cool.
I love that fucking show so much.
What?
I was gonna say more about the role thing, but you go.
No, you say it. Say the stuff about the role.
Well, so like
This is safe.
one of my biggest examples of that also is like Matthew McConaughey as Russ Cole in True Detective is like everything to me. And
Yes.
I do like him in some other movies, but like if I think of Matthew McConaughey unattached just as like the person, absolutely not. Like I'm like, nah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's those specific characters that I'm like into.
Yeah. I guess that is right. You do really latch on to like a character.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
sometimes it does, like Mads Mikkelsen, I love no matter what. So,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I can't get into Mads. It doesn't do anything for me.
What have you watched of his though?
Oh, I don't know.
Have you watched anything of his?
Was he in the Hannibal thing?
Yeah.
I saw him in that. Great. But I'm just saying I'm not like I didn't get a crush on him.
Yeah. Well, you should watch Riders of Justice.
What is that?
It's a movie he's in that's Danish, and it's like vigilante dad, and he's
Wow.
like got a shaved head and a beard, aka
God.
the dream, you know?
It is a dream.
Yeah.
That could be you.
That's all I want. No, that's not like I don't want to have a shaved head and a beard.
Maybe.
I want to fuck the shaved head and a beard.
That's what I'm saying. That could be you.
Yeah, okay,
You could
yeah.
be getting in there.
Yeah.
You know? One that was who's that person? I can't ever say her name.
You gotta give me more to go on.
So unique looking.
Name
Incredibly
describe
unique.
a role, describe anything.
And like Imogen Poots.
Yeah, there you go.
So unique of a person in looks wise.
What have you seen her in that
I
like
can't remember.
okay.
But I was always like, wow, you were like
Yeah.
strikingly cool looking.
She's always in really serious shit
Yeah.
is like what I know her from.
Yeah.
Like the horror movie Green Room.
Which is,
You can't watch
I'm
it.
not gonna
There's
watch
gore
that.
in it and you just
I don't like any of that.
yeah, you just
We
fall
don't need
apart.
it. So, what celebrity crushes have you had that have not really gone along the ride with you? Does that make sense? You know, you had one as a kid and then you're like, oh, this,
I think the ones like that are like if someone doesn't age gracefully or if they just don't exist in like this in the entertainment sphere past a certain point. Or if they like do a role or something that you're like, ugh. Like I loved Devon Sawa when I was a kid, but then it's like the curse of the child star where like you're like, damn, that's a cute kid when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And then you both start growing up and you're like, oh, you're kind of losing it. Like a little.
Did you have posters on your wall growing up?
No, I didn't have posters until college.
What did you get posters of?
I had like Nine Inch Nails, Death Proof.
Where did you get the Nine Inch Nails posters from?
I probably ordered them online.
You didn't go to Walmart and get posters?
No,
We talked about this earlier, so you didn't go to Walmart.
Yeah, I didn't at all.
But that's so funny because like a huge tenet of my childhood was like going to Walmart to get posters. Like I had posters all over my room.
Wait, I wasn't allowed to do that.
What did you have on your walls?
I had like a framed picture of like a flower on one of my walls.
How big was it?
It's like it was.
So that's what about the other wall?
No, there was no.
They were padded.
Yeah.
Did you paint the walls?
I had an accent wall in my.
What
teen
color was
bedroom.
it?
Red.
In your what room?
My teenage bedroom.
It was red.
Yeah.
And then the other wall had a flower.
Well, no, the framed flower was on the red wall.
Jesus.
I have a picture with it all in it. The same one that I talked about in the other episode, the one with the studded belt, and stuff. I'll show you. It's
what were the other? What I mean, just blank, full on blank.
Because I had one had a closet, like so that was take up most of that wall, and then like I had a dresser against one, and then my like bookshelf with all my movies and like my TV and stuff was there, and then my desk with my computer was against the other one.
How hard was it to get your mom to let you paint that accent wall?
I don't think it was that much of a battle.
Did you paint it?
No.
Who painted it?
Someone that she hired. I don't know.
That they must have come in and been like, yeah, I'll do this easiest fucking job in the world.
Yeah, I don't. We had like an interior decorator, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god. Did you? So I remember with my TV, I used to put colored electrical tape all over it. I mean, I did. See, you freaked out right now. What did you have a television in your room?
Yeah.
Did it have a VCR?
Yeah, and I had a PlayStation 2.
You had George of the Jungle?
Yeah, you know I did. I had a PlayStation 2 that I played DVDs on also.
Oh, fun.
That was the thing.
Did you decorate? What about like you decorate your dresser?
No, you couldn't put things like that on things.
If you were given a sticker
Yeah.
as a child, what would you do with it?
Put it on my field hockey stick.
You're allowed to do that? By the field hockey people?
I think so. I didn't have like a bunch, but
do you own the stick?
Yeah.
How many did you have at once?
I don't know, like 2 or 3.
Do they break?
No.
Why would you need 3?
I mean, I just had them because I had moved on from one, but I didn't like get rid of it or something.
How are they different?
You have to
make
get
sense?
different lengths depending on how tall you are.
Oh.
And there's different materials, like some are wood and some are Kevlar composite. And
Are they different? Like weights?
yeah, I mean, depending on what they're made of, they could be like heavier or not.
Did you have a wood one?
No, initially, yeah. I liked the Kevlar composite ones though.
It's probably lighter.
Yeah.
This is wild.
And also it just sounds cool.
When it hits the thing.
No, just like saying it out loud.
Oh, Kevlar.
Yeah.
I understand. And would you bring this thing on the bus with you or you leave it at school?
I don't remember actually. I would assume that you had to bring it on the bus. I mean, when I was in high school, I had a car. So like my shit was in the car.
How big is this? Does this stick fit in a car?
Yeah, they're like 35 inches long, like 36 inches long max. I don't know.
This is a weird, like, can you do that in feet? It would be easier.
I don't, that's what they're measured in.
Oh. What is like if you're 6 foot, like right now, if you had a stick, what length would you buy for yourself? A 36?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like at your like hip.
The end of the stick?
Yeah.
I thought these things were longer.
No,
That's why I was
remember
asking
you
if fit in
bend
a
over
car.
so much.
Does your back hurt?
All the time. Still.
Is field hockey essentially the same rules as like skating hockey?
Not really.
How is it? What is the biggest difference between ice hockey and field hockey?
You can only use one side of the stick in field hockey. So like an ice hockey stick, it's like an L
Yeah.
with like a long bottom.
Yes.
A field hockey stick is a J with quite a short bottom.
I don't understand why it's a J.
It just is. It's how it's like been. I
And
don't know.
so you'll hit from the front, but in order,
So like if you're dribbling, you know, in ice hockey, they go like,
Bap, 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 bap. Yeah.
So in field hockey, you go like this. So like turn the stick to get that side. So like this is forward,
Yeah.
backward.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So,
So
you're
you
like,
gotta like,
always flicking your upper wrists if you need to do like,
you were clicking.
yeah, it's bad. We're falling apart.
Stop. You're going, stop. You cannot. I don't know if these microphones picked up, but that was insane. You're gonna fall apart. Do people? I mean, people get goofed up from that.
Yeah, and it's funny. So there's no contact in girls field hockey. Men's is like a little, but there's no contact. So like you can't like check each other or like you know ice hockey. There's like fucking
Yeah.
fights, and it's just like a thing. It's not like that in field hockey. There's a ball instead of a puck. Obviously,
Have you been hit with that ball before?
a lot of times.
It hurts.
Yeah, real bad.
Does yeah, you told stories about you hitting people with it on purpose and stuff.
Yeah.
Knocking out teeth and things. Right?
No,
Well, you told a story about a girl got a bloody mouth.
that was me.
Oh, I thought you did that to someone else.
No, that was me. I broke my nose like several times.
Then you went and you're like maniacally like ew, laughing, right?
Something
like that?
The one time I got my nose smashed in and was bleeding a bunch, and the girl laughed.
Oh, and
so
you
I like
spit. I
on her
remember.
shoes.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
it's so funny how I piece it together.
yeah. That was during an indoor field hockey tournament, which is also very different from outdoor.
How much different is it playing indoor?
I liked it a lot more. It's a much smaller field, and there's walls on the side that you can use. Like you can hit the ball off to pass to yourself, and there's no backswing.
What's a backswing?
Like there's no
So like a big like wind up.
yeah, you can't do that in indoor. It's all like drag.
What is? Oh, so the stick can't leave the ground.
Yeah, like it can't leave the ball. Like the stick can't leave
Oh,
the
so
ball
you can
in
just kind of
contact.
shuffle the ball in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like you drag and flick and stuff to get
Wow.
power behind it.
Was there like a PT assigned to you all?
I mean, in high school there was a trainer for the school, and then in college we had like a trainer.
Because your body doesn't sound good. I'm
No.
just curious if they have someone there that's like, hey, let's kind of put you back together.
Not really.
Did they have people that would stretch you out and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, usually you just stretch with your teammates. But like there was in college, you'd go to the training room and get in like the ice bath or like
You had ice bath there?
yeah,
Did you do it?
yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it. It was so fun.
Currently, I wish that we could do ice bath.
Yeah, I do too.
My dream, I would love to have like somewhere where we had a sauna and ice bath.
Yes.
Oh, I love the sauna.
I
Also, I
both.
hate the ice bath. I fucking hate cold water, but I do like being in the sauna or the ice bath.
Yeah. I always just had fun doing it.
And there's someone there that will bring in the ice for you and things.
No, we would fill it ourselves.
Wow.
So like when I'm in college, you walk in the training room or whatever, and there's like a separate tiny room in the training room that had 2 ice baths, like the big metal tubs. And then there was one of the ice machines, like the fucking get the huge scoop, like
Yeah.
at a restaurant,
Yeah.
back of house.
Behind?
Yeah, that you fill the like tub with yourself, and then it had the circulating cold water thing, you know.
How many people would do that throughout the thing? They'd be like, are you going to do an ice bath?
Not,
Like, was it a thing
not really.
where is this a part where it's like you kind of decide you're like, oh, I need an ice bath, or they're like prescribe an ice bath?
It would be like being told more so for most people. I would kind of just do it because I'd be like, yeah, it'd probably feel good.
What was the like training like weight training? Things
Do you mean
like
what does
that?
the trainer do?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you ever do like weight training or something, or like
Yeah.
cross train for it?
Yeah. Like
How often would y'all do that as a team?
yes. Are you talking about college specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like at least 3 times a week we were in the weight room.
That's fun.
And like it'd be like in the morning usually, and then you'd have classes, and then practice was after classes.
What time in the morning would weight room be?
Like 8.
God, so early.
It could have been earlier than that.
You
I
go
don't
in
remember.
there, no water, no breakfast, probably.
No, I just go in there.
Yeah, you raw dog.
After smoking a cigarette,
Wow.
hungover. I love the weight room.
Me too.
That was great.
That's been one of the best parts about doing physical activity.
Yeah, I need to.
I miss it.
I miss, and the team. We went from Celebrity Crushes to this is a field hockey episode now.
No, we're on Celebrity Crushes. Talking about Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Yep, he
Now we're
loved
talking-
field hockey.
Yeah. Honestly, have you seen Home Improvement?
I actually never did watch Home Improvement.
He was on that.
I know, I'm aware.
There's a fence with a man's head.
Yep,
You know this?
the neighbor.
Yeah, he would
It's like
pop
Mr.
over.
Wilson or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I think that was from the cartoon with the Dennis the Menace.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I think it's actually
That could have
Dennis the
been.
Menace. Did you have any crushes on people at college?
To be clear, we can keep talking about field hockey. I love it. Not many people know a lot about it, but we can go back to crushes.
I don't. To me, a field hockey and crushes
One and
almost
the same
thing.
Yeah.
Did you have a crush on anybody that did field hockey?
Yeah.
Who?
Like on my team?
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, how many queer people were on this team, do you think?
way more than we're out.
How many? Was it a lot? Because to me, I'd feel like there would be a lot.
I mean, there were, excluding me and my roommate, there were 2 out people on the team, but there had to have been more.
Were you out as queer?
We didn't have the terminology, but
Yeah,
like,
but
it was
you were like-
whatever's clever. Like it was evident that that's
Yeah.
what we were bringing to the table.
Whatever's clever.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many like high femme people were on the team versus like super butchy people were on the team?
It was predominantly high femme.
Really?
Yeah.
People wouldn't think that.
Yeah. Like, but also remember where where I was at college playing field hockey.
Yeah, but that doesn't really register to me because I have no metric for sports really. Like I don't know like that's crazy because I'd imagine it'd be probably middle of the road people playing.
It was all because I was in like the Northeast, whatever. I forget what that area is called.
You're talking about the United States.
Yeah. Rhode Island.
Gotcha.
It was all girls in the North Face, pearls, leggings, Uggs, or duck boots. Like
Wow.
that uniform. I don't know if you're familiar
and
with
that's
that.
what y'all would play field hockey in.
Yep.
That seems
Pearls necessary.
wild. Wow. Did you ever wear that in your life?
No.
Did you ever wear Uggs in your life?
Oh, I have Uggs now. They're very comfortable.
Yeah, but you don't wear Uggs in the same way.
No.
I'm saying in that way.
No. And there's a few pictures that I'm sure I could find from college where I was trying to be femme.
I would love to see them.
Very painful.
Have
you
you-
can see it. I'm like,
I really want to see it.
it's bad. Big earrings, like the hoop earrings. Yeah.
Did your mom try to buy you stuff like that?
Yes.
Did you have to be like, stop?
It was
Did you
like
just give it to your sisters?
no, because it wouldn't have fit. It was like
The earrings? They got big old ears?
oh no, I thought you were talking about clothes.
Yeah. I mean the ears.
No, and those were borrowed from a friend. I would never have owned things like that. My parents tried to get me to dress preppy
yeah.
for a long period of time and whatever. And like my mom would buy my homecoming and prom dresses, stuff like that.
That's kind of fun though, because it's kind of like cosplay. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a
I didn't mind
cosplay
it.
thing.
Some of those dresses were awesome. Like I wore
Yeah.
a Betsy Johnson dress to
Yeah.
like homecoming one time.
Which I think I own. No, sorry, I own. You gave me another dress. That
Yeah.
was from a previous life.
Yep.
Yeah, wow, it's wild. It's wild to even think about.
Yeah. What are coming back to? Are you like this? Coming back to to celebrity crushes. What are some of your like current ones now? That was redundant. Current ones now. What are some of your
Current
current
ones now, I don't really like have any. Like, I don't really like. I don't watch stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't, and I'm kind of in like a kind of nihilistic place right now with that stuff. I'm just like not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It is a hard question to answer.
I mean, that's a fine answer. Everyone doesn't have to be like a weird pop culture obsessed
I just
freak
like
me.
don't. I don't have like I don't really. I'm not feeling that stuff lately.
I think mine have changed because the ones I have now, outside of like Mads Mikkelsen and Trent Reznor or whatever, are like gender goal ones.
Yeah.
So like Ryan Gosling, Place Beyond the Pines, and like
God, him in Place Beyond the Pines
so
is
good.
like, he is amazing.
Yeah,
Also, I think Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie
Prisoners.
No,
God, he's good in that.
no, I like him in
Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fucking crazy in that thing.
But he's so hot.
I
Like
know.
Riz Ahmed in Sound of Metal is another one that's like
So hot.
so fucking hot
Yes.
and also gender goals. Like
Yeah. I have a lot of like crushes that I would say that aren't like Debbie Millman is a crush.
who's that?
Debbie Millman, but it's not like a crush like I'm saying it's like, you know, like, oh, Brad Pitt. I'm like, she's like a professional goal. She's
Like
like
you
a
admire
whatever.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, she's like gorgeous, but I'm like, God, you're just like a crush on her like whole like life.
Yeah.
She hosts a podcast called Design Matters. It's like the best
Oh,
fucking podcast
you've talked
in
to me
the
about
world.
this before.
Yeah, I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
She's also a designer. She's like designed all this like iconic shit. And then her wife, Roxanne Gay, is like an amazing fucking author. And she has a masterclass up that I watched and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, so like,
Yours is far less necessarily appearance based.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, both those people
Yeah.
are very attractive, but I think that's just a coincidence.
That makes sense though. I forgot to link the Fifth Element back into yet another episode. That was full of celebrity crushes.
You can do it right now.
I just did. There it was.
I'm trying to think of my other like people I like super admire. I kind of have like say like crushes on. I don't know.
Career crushes are like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like think of that too, but it's mostly just the same like type of people.
I have a life crush on you.
Oh, well, I mean, you're one of the most inspiring people in my actual life. Do you like how I suddenly couldn't maintain
I
eye
agree with that.
contact?
Oh, I did notice. You're bad at that. You're not.
We can't share real emotions
Yeah.
out loud. We must wait to text each other when I leave.
I like that about, you know, it's like, we'll have a great day together. And I feel like it's just great because we can just kind of know we're having a great day.
Yeah.
You know, we're driving around. The
We get
air's
hype.
crisp. And we're like excited about the future together. And that's really neat. You
It's
know?
true.
It's a fun thing to do. You don't have to talk about it all the time.
Well, it doesn't need to be put into words all the time.
But on that, you should actually put it into words with people like your family more. And we talk about this often, but I would like you to, your sisters are watching this. Give her a note.
I just got a really good idea.
What?
When I see them all for Christmas,
Tell them that you love them?
yeah, I should do a segment where it's me going up to everyone with the camera being like, hey, I love you, and seeing how they react.
Oh, they would not like it.
It would be so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be like, what's wrong with you? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you had your nieces over and they're, you know, don't have the same trauma that, you know, you and your sisters have as far as years.
Oh, yeah.
And you would say
I was
things
like-
to them like, hey, I love you. And they would even kind of,
Yeah.
you know, none of the family knows how to handle that.
That's how all the kids are.
Yeah.
Like, other sisters' kids, too.
Do you think that your nieces are allowed to paint walls in their room?
Yes.
Was your sister allowed to paint walls in her room? growing
No.
up?
Like, no one
Why did you get the
that.
red wall?
Oh, I don't really know, frankly. Actually, that may have been like a both me and Raquel tandem thing with the red
You
wall.
both got red?
No, like it was her room and then it was my room once she left the
Oh,
house.
so you got
we only had
leftover red.
we only had 3 bedrooms
How many sleepers?
for 4.
For 4 sleepers.
Yeah, so like we shared room, like
you and Raquel shared a room.
there was like room sharing until the first one was old enough.
You and Raquel shared the room.
No, at one point we had a
Where
bunk
were the
bed.
beds? Oh, bunk beds.
Yeah.
Did you get the top?
No, I was on the bottom.
Did you like that?
Yeah,
You didn't want to be on top.
there was like a little cave down there. But
Yeah.
then I shared a room with my other one sister, and it was a trundle bed. Yeah.
Wow. So you two would sleep next to each other.
No, I mean like she was on the up bed and I was on the trundle bed.
Yeah, but it's not that high.
No, not really.
It's about that
Yeah,
much
it was
higher.
kind of a weird setup to be honest, but
And then Raquel had her own room.
Yeah.
Were you ever upset that people had their own rooms?
No, because like I was bottom of the totem pole, so like.
And you knew your place.
Yeah.
Wow. And the year gap between you and Raquel isn't that wide.
It's 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were the only person in the house for a minute when she went to college.
For like 3 years, I think.
That would make sense based off of the math.
Yeah.
Did you feel lonely in those 3 years?
Probably not. I was probably like, thank fuck. It's like a relief.
What did your parents do with the second open bedroom when the people left?
There's a lot of like sisters coming back situations.
I understand.
I don't know if I should say more.
No, I get it. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that room still red?
I don't know. They don't own that house anymore.
Oh, so you moved.
Yeah.
Did they throw away a lot of your stuff?
Probably. I wasn't very attached to shit like that growing up, though.
That's so weird because you're so like physically object based.
Yeah, because I never had things of my own.
Oh, okay. How many clothes did you get Raquel's old clothes often?
There were some hand-me-downs, but not an overwhelming amount. And like Raquel's were the only ones I was interested in because the other two were a bit more preppy. And
Raquel was like more like
funky. Like,
did she shop at Hot Topic?
Probably. Raquel's why I got into a lot of shit that I'm into.
Yeah,
Like Raquel's
cool.
actually who introduced me to Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, she said that before.
Yeah.
What did she say? Like she gave you a cassette?
Maybe it was just playing it at some point and I heard it. But it was the same with like Incubus and like MSI and a ton of different bands. It's just because like she was listening to them and I was like, yo, that's cool. Like,
let me get in.
And whatever. I have a great picture of the two of us that I'm going to have to put in somewhere because it's really cute. Because it's like little me with braces wearing Raquel's clothes. When like, the dresses had the collars, the like, whatever. And then you put a t-shirt on over it. So the collar was out.
Cute.
It was like that. And then I was wearing like a bunch of her bracelets and shit. And I'm all like
cute
in the picture. It was very cute.
Oh, so it's not like a preppy farm thing. It was like a more alternative look.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Well, thank you for sharing your celebrity crushes.
This one really went all over.
There's a lot to talk about in this one.
I'm glad.
Why don't you bring us home?
God, that's so much pressure. Anyway, thank you for listening to us talk about celebrity crushes and, more importantly, field hockey. And a little bit of my childhood. Got a little awkward there, but we held on. We have a Patreon that the link will be displayed somewhere here or after this. We'll see what happens. We also have a Discord. And we have a YouTube channel that you're on right now watching this. If you're not, you're on Spotify listening. You should go check out the YouTube.
Apple. We're on everything.
Yeah, we're on.
And if we're not on something you want us to be on, just tell us. We got merch. Do that too. Hey. We love it.
Whether you're shucked or creamed.
Or creamed.
It doesn't matter what kind of corn you are.
It does. As long as you are
Kind
nice
corn.
Well, thank you so much.
I bungled that one.
You bundled it?
Mr. Bungle? Mike Patton, Celebrity Crush.
What are you talking about?
What can I talk about? That was great.
Talk a little bit in your mic.
Hello. What up? How's it going?
Okay. Very cool.
I press record, so good whatever. Speeding.